What's up guys, Matt back again, and this is the Ichiban Kuji Dragon Ball EX Fierce Battle at the Tenkaichi Budokai. And in today's video, we're going to be reviewing the entire set.
Before we dive into the video, please remember to subscribe and hit the bell, like the video, comment your thoughts down below for us to discuss, follow me on my socials, and consider becoming a YouTube member to enter into our monthly giveaways and Discord server so our community can help you on your Dragon Ball figure collecting journey.
This Kuji begins with the man himself, but in a very unique look, Son Goku. Goku, being the main character, clearly receives the most Ichiban Kuji figures. There are so many references and forms that we have yet to see for Goku. Bandai decided to give us a very cool one based on his appearance from the beginning of the 23rd Tenkaichi Budokai arc. Goku had been training for 3 years for this tournament to prepare for Piccolo's return, and in that time, he had grown from the young boy we knew into a man. Goku's friends don't even recognize him at first due to the unique outfit that he's wearing. His likeness is perfect. Goku follows the same aesthetic that Toriyama's art had with the rounded features for his face. I love the turban on his head covering up his hair to add that more unique look for him. This Goku also includes the umbrella he uses to keep dry from the rain during this appearance. The umbrella is such a nice addition, and it feels like it has an old-time, antique item feel to it. It's hard to explain, but it's almost like it feels like a real umbrella in a way. Goku's gi has lots of texturing on it, and you can even see his backpack with the Nyoibu on it. I love the paint application of this figure too. He's got a deep blue for his coat and lots of blacks for the shading of it. His shoes have a very similar style as well. The whole figure has more of a matte finish for its paint, which makes it look and feel a lot more high in quality. The figure scales perfectly with others within this set, and of course, other Masterlies figures. This Goku is one of the coolest callbacks and original Goku figures you can get today. I highly recommend him, and I'm glad he started our year of Kuji with a bang in 2024. Up next was a big surprise for me in this Kuji, and it's none other than Goku's wife herself, ChiChi. ChiChi had returned at this point in the story after being largely separated from a majority of it, but Toriyama strategically reintroduced her here in order for Goku to keep his promise of marrying her someday. A lot of people forget that ChiChi, while not being as strong as the other fighters, is a martial artist in her own right. So, she came with hands rated E for everyone till she got to Goku. ChiChi is based directly on her fight with Goku from the manga and anime. She was our first ChiChi Masterlies and was the only one until Bandai announced the upcoming Kid ChiChi. I will say that one of the low points of this figure though is her likeness. Her face lacks a lot of detail, and I understand that Toriyama drew girls with a simplistic look, but some blush and small details would have gone a long way to make her face look a lot better. It looks good from a certain angle, but it's pretty lackluster for the most part. Her sculpt is really good, but has a glaring issue on her head. The sculpt has a pretty noticeable deviation at the top of her head, which is probably how they attached her bangs. They did a very poor job in hiding that, and it sticks out like a sore thumb whenever you look at it. The rest of the sculpt is pretty cool though. Lots of texturing on her gi, and the fact that she's in a fighting pose is much appreciated in the world of Masterlies figures. Paint and shading are done really well too, with shading seen all over her gi. I also love the choice in black used for her hair. ChiChi being crouched down has her at a lower size, but she scales perfectly with other Masterlies figures too. I really wanted to fall in love with this figure, but she has one too many flaws for me to fully enjoy her. She's solid otherwise. Fans everywhere were dying for Bandai to finally create a Masterlies of Piccolo, but with his cape and turban on. Well, they finally delivered and dripped our boy out with this release. Piccolo, aka Ma Jr., is based on his triumphant appearance at the 23rd Tenkaichi Budokai when Goku and his friends spot him. There is so much to love about this Piccolo in a set full of great sculpts, but I think this guy has to be the best one they added in the set. His likeness is perfect. Piccolo had notable rounder eyes back in from early Dragon Ball with much bigger brows too. They absolutely nailed that here. Of course, his turban and cape have some of the coolest looking textures along the figure. The lower body seems to be recycled from the previous Piccolo Daimao figure, but it's one of those that you won't notice since it's just the lower body. The figure has fantastic paint and shading details with notable shading on his skin, turban, and his cape. I also love the purples used on his gi and the top of his turban. This Piccolo is tall as Piccolo should be. A few previous releases made him seem smaller than I'd picture him, but having him stand tall and tower above his opponents makes him look great and has him scale perfectly with other Masterpiece figures. This figure was a welcome addition to our collections that I know made many collectors happy. I hope Bandai does make another one that has more of the Dragon Ball Z art style, but I'm more than happy with this one for now.
And now, the final matches Peaches versus the announcer. Are you ready?
The announcer was a figure I predicted would be included in this set, and I still couldn't believe it when he was revealed. He's such a deep-cut character, but has been involved in so many arcs in Dragon Ball as he commented on every tournament we saw besides the Cell games and Universal tournaments. Here's hoping he makes a comeback in the anime one day. This is of course our first and only Masterpiece of him, as he almost never gets any type of figures. He's based on the moment he's announcing the fight between Tao Pai Pai and Ten Shinhan in the 23rd Tenkaichi Budokai. Funnily enough, we already have those two as Masterpiece figures as well. The announcer's likeness is perfect. It's hard to really take a good look at him with the sunglasses on, but they look very well done, and his mouth and mustache look great too. His hair is highly detailed and textured, and all of his hair's curling back. The rest of his suit is highly detailed and looks great with some realistic texturing to make it look a lot higher in quality. This figure also comes with the ability to move his torso all the way around in a 360 motion, so that allows you to pose him however you want. I also love the little mic in his hand too. Now, in regards to paint and shading, there doesn't seem to be any shading. I will say that it's hard to do any type of notable shading when someone is colored pitch black, so in this rare case, I won't knock it against the figure. I do say they put some effort in painting it though. His shoes have a glossy finish to them to emulate business shoes, his hair has traditional painting, and the blacks of his suit have more of a realistic matte painting. The figure also scales perfectly with other Masterpiece figures and is perfect for any tournament themed display. I love this character, and if the Piccolo wasn't so good in this set, I'd say he was my favorite. I do think objectively, he's the best in the set, hands down. Our last one prize is the last EX Kuji that follows the pattern of recycling one of their prizes as their last one prize. This version of Goku is just like prize A, but now has a new arm, a new head sculpt, and of course is missing his umbrella. Some may argue that this is a lazy choice or option, but over time, I think I've personally come to love this version more than the umbrella Goku. There's just something so charming about Goku's smile, and his big hair is always just so familiar to me. We certainly could have had better options from this arc, but I still love this choice nonetheless, as the figure came out fantastic. His hair is very well detailed, and of course that likeness just hits me super hard. He carries nearly all of the good aspects of Prize A, other than the uniqueness of his head and the umbrella. But even with that in mind, he has to be my favorite of the two, and a great Goku figure to own. So those are my thoughts on Ichiban Kuji, Dragon Ball EX, Fierce Battle at the Tenkaichi Budokai. What a great way to get 2024 started. I'm glad I revisited this set, because now I feel like my thoughts have really sunk in. The announcer is objectively the best character in this whole set, but I still love Piccolo, and the Umbrella Goku's great, but I still like the last one prize a little bit more now. But those are my thoughts, guys. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. If you made it this far in the video, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And of course, if you want to support the channel even further beyond, you can become a YouTube member starting at $3. That gives you permanent access to our growing Discord community. You don't have to renew your membership after the first month that you gain access. And if you want to take part in our regular monthly giveaway, we have a $10, $15, and $20 tier that'll get you an entry to win a Crane figure, an Ichiban Kuji figure, or an entire Ichiban Kuji set. If you want to buy these figures, you can check out my affiliate links in the description below and help support me and pick up the figures for yourself. But I think that's all I got for you guys today. So until the next video, I will see you all later.